So this weekend, as part of Lisa's, oh look, there's a little stork. See the stork? There. Looking for some fish. So anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted by the wildlife, as part of Lisa's, mad dog, part of Lisa's birth fortnight, we are now going to Tintagel for the weekend, funded by her family, which was nice of them. But first, coffee! Lisa can't wait to find out her fortune. So it's actually a momentous occasion. For the first time in months, we actually have some sunshine. This is truly a unique moment. Look at that. Bit of storm carnage there. I think somebody is trying to drop us a hint that they don't want to go to Dog Borstal. Don't send me to Dog Borstal, please. Yeah, if you try and send me to Dog Borstal, I'll steal your socks and eat them, and then you can't go. Come back. Give me a back. Give me a back. Give me a back. I've got your foot, you can't go. Lisa's got her Keswick ethnic bag, which you could fit the entire contents of our tiny little caravan in.
It's got everything for the weekend in this.
Looks like it.
I travel light for a woman.
What size of that?
So we have taken Friday off and we're heading down to Tintagel. Had a really nice present from my family. We're going to be staying in Camelot Castle Hotel overlooking the sea, and then tomorrow night we're going to be sleeping in the van, possibly sleeping in a car park that we found. We're just going to check whether we can stay there. If not, there's a little campsite around the corner. So it's sunny, sunglasses are on, so fantastic.
3 quid to park in the reasonably sized car park, depending on how you park, of course. Not gonna point any fingers or anything, you know, not gonna bitch about parking or anything. So this is the walk down to St Nectan's Glen. It's a leafy little footpath. Apparently it's about a mile long. Love the bird song. Takes you alongside the river. Beautiful, gentle little woodland stroll. Littered with witches and wizards and warlocks and people that are into auras and chakras and crystals. It's the mythical footpath to Halgabron. Whoa. Lisa the accountant has spotted lots of untaxable cash.
They're just pennies.
She's still hunting around for a pair of pliers to yank them all out though.
I want the pound coins.
There she goes. I'll leave you here picking the coins out. I'll be back after the St Nectans. This is not the bridge to Halgabron. This is just a concrete bridge. Doesn't go to a mythical sanctuary full of shamans and wizards and pixies and the odd troll. Always a sucker for a slow shutter water shot. Gotta say, I am feeling quite spiritual. I swear that guy's touching Lisa's ass. Oh, this is alright, isn't it?
Ginger as well.
Another ginger. Yeah, they definitely made a lot more out of this since the last time we were here. There were all these pathways are new. Nearly fell on my ass then. They've definitely made a lot more out of the whole area. Viewing platforms, different angles to walk in. The cafe up there. It's a lot better place. At £9 entrance, and I feel that's well worth it. It's a beautiful place. Coming down to the main event now. Feeling a bit thoughtful about this sort of thing. Like, it's a beautiful piece of nature and somebody's put a fence around it and charged us to come and see it. What do we think?
Well, they maintain all the area and they've turned it into something really, really good and easy for people to get to. So I don't see there's anything wrong with it. When they charge you shed loads of money to park here and then charge you money to get in, it's different. But this is only £9 each to get in and the parking's £3 for the day, so it's not National Trust.
Never is. When you join a National Trust, you never go anywhere National Trust.
We have joined the National Trust for the parking.
Because we're middle class. It is lovely.
First
And
sunny day.
it is pretty good value. And they've done a hell of a lot of work here.
It is beautiful.
But you've got to think, really, this is just a piece of nature that... Can you really own it? I'm sure it was beautiful to walk out to before it was owned. Who knows?
Ferries apparently fly around here.
Maybe I've been listening to Radio 4 too much. So, it's a nice day. But it's definitely hiking boot weather. Seen a lot of people with white trainers on and brogues and disco ballet shoes, and it's not really the place for it. People seem to forget. It's been raining solidly for about 6 months. Terrible state. You know what I mean? This old dead tree is actually worth a fortune. The guy who owns that house is really fed up with people parking there. Back to the van. Time to head off to the hotel, Camelot Hotel.
Very posh indeed.
Rather nice. Looking forward to a possible beverage in the sun.
So this is Tintagel. There's a little pub there. And some people in the road.
Locals, look out.
Had a pasty from there. It was not nice. It was a nasty pasty.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. We're probably going to be staying in there tomorrow night.
Chalk and cheese. Camelot Castle one night, Tintagel car park the next.
Here we are. We are approaching our little stay for the night. I mean, how good is that for a 50th birthday present? Obviously they didn't give me the castle, but you know, how cool is that? I can't wait to see the views from the window. We're gonna have a posh dinner and we're gonna look like pikeys in a posh hotel.
Best coffee in Cornwall, apparently.
Wow, this is posh, isn't it? Imagine owning this. It's the portraits of all your ancestors on the wall.
Right. Definitely a sea view. Sit here. Seems like a nice spot. So this is home for the next couple of days. So we have been out for a
Pre-dinner drink.
pre-dinner.
Alright.
Start again. So we have been out for a pre-dinner drink, chatting to a delightful couple
From Liscard.
from the Scard in Tintagel, and now we are heading back to.
No.
Look,
Wants to be friends.
the shit VWs have clubbed together. There's lots of works of art. By the same person in here.
That's a few blue, isn't it? On every table there's this man, and he's an artist, and every wall is covered in his artwork, and he met us and told us that he's an owner.
And lo and behold, his artwork is over every single wall. There. 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 Time for breakfast. Give us a smile. So that's breakfast done. I think we'll have a little wander around Tintagel Castle. Tide's in at the minute. We're going to go down to Merlin's Cave. So a little morning walk, and here we are just sat looking out over Merlin's Cave and the new bridge to Tintagel Fort. Beautiful little spot here. Photographically a really great place, and the camera lens has just chosen now to pack up. Joy. Had to come all the way back to the van. Fortunately, I have another lens. Surgery time. So we are back to the van for a quick costume change, and gonna go for a little recce and find somewhere to park the van for the night. We've spotted a couple of possibilities. So far the best one has got a pub on the corner. Today we've been for a little walk around the castle and the cave, and yeah, lots of interesting types in Tintagel. Camelot Castle's an interesting place as well. Very very revealing. Very apparently a lot of Scientology going on there. So Tom Cruise, if you watch him, stayed in the same place you did.
Overnight parking on tarmac, unlimited spaces available. £5.
Bargain. Toilets as well. So here we are. We got a little grassy pitch out of the way. Quite a little quiet area. To be honest, it's not much different to what you would have in a campsite. You've got toilets and showers over there, a chemical waste point.
Drinking water.
Drinking water is pretty much flat, which is fortunate because we haven't got our chocks. And it's a £5. So it looks as if people are starting to cotton on to the idea that camper vans aren't such a bad thing. Finally looks like Cornwall's starting to do something right and do it well. Loads of pitches here, and the three car parks in the three big car parks in Tintagel that we've just looked at all allow overnight stays. We just went for the cheapest, and this one's the cheapest and the best equipped, and it's right in the centre of the town. Get on.
So all the campsites that we stayed in the Lake District were quite expensive. The first one we stayed in, we had 2 nights. That was over 80 quid. And I think Ian's already reiterated that the first night we slept in the car park, and that still cost us £40. The last campsite that we stayed in, that was 60 quid for 2 nights, and it was basically just in a woodland. It did have showers and toilets and stuff. But now we're in Tintagel, and we found a car park that is basically like a campsite, so it's everything that you need, and it costs 8 quid to stay here for the night. They've got showers, toilets, somewhere for your water, somewhere to empty your chemical waste if you've got one. Basically, Cornwall is finally, what would you say, just
Catching on.
And the Caravan and Motorhome Club and all of those massive great sites really need to, you know, drop their prices and stop being on the bandwagon of the COVID thing and the staycation and all that lot.
Feels like they've been cashing in lately, and if more people start doing what King Arthur's are doing, it will hopefully drive down the prices of these overpriced campsites.
And this is a fantastic place. You know, there's lots of little pubs and stuff, and you know the pub's there, so we're gonna have a few drinks and something to eat tonight, and then we'll just mosey on back to our little van, and it has cost us nothing really.
Feels more like a campsite than a campsite. So we've had dinner, and we are now in our little park up spot in Tintagel, and just had a look at the toilets. They're 50p, which I think might mean that you can use the toilet and the shower for 50p possibly. Also, the water is locked away. Don't know what you're supposed to do about that. Maybe contact the warden or something to get used to of the water. So basically, you've got a car park with limited facilities, and still think it's a great idea. We've got a belly full of nice pub food and pub booze, and now we're just going to chill out for the evening and have a nice sleep. Morning. It's a sunny day. This window's been open all night.
No, it hasn't. I only opened it just now.
Oh. Brekkie, let's get breakfast on. Oh. We can have milk for breakfast. Or we can go into town.
I'll take your top off first.
Oh, beautiful day. At the campsite. Right, that's the van all depacked. We are all back into day mode. The sun is well and truly out. This is a great advantage about this type of parking. It's really easy to just decamp. You haven't got hook up and awnings and all that stuff to do. It's now 9 o'clock. Let's go and get a breakfast.